Now, my question goes, between these two scores, which one are you going to give to mom and which one are you going to give to dad?
So I'm going to give the 90% adjustment to my mom and the 75% adjustment to my dad.
Hello everyone, welcome to this amazing episode of First Class Exclusive Interaction with Young Minds. I remain your host, Albert Oluwafemi Azoba. And as you all know, this podcast is basically having interesting conversation with young individuals on schooling and life beyond the classroom. In today's episode, our guest is a young and a beautiful youngster, which we'll be having a wonderful conversation with. So I want you to stick around and enjoy every moment of this insightful conversation. Thank you. So right now, our guest will introduce herself to us.
Hello everyone, my name is Ngaikedi Adanaya Sophia. I am 9 years old and I am from Imo State, Owerri. There are some things about me is that I really like food and I love chocolate a lot.
Interesting. Thank you for that. So right now, I would want to ask you some food questions. And the first question I'll be going with is, as a schoolgirl, why do you think you are in school?
Okay, so I've been actually thinking about that, and number one reason is to get smart. My second reason is to have good grades for my parents to be proud of me. My third reason to get a good job, and my fourth reason for for me to spoil my parents in the future life.
Thank you for that. All right, so you've just said some very good reasons why you're actually meant to be in school. And I'm very sure that for you to be in school, you have a personal ambition, what you intend to become in the nearest future. Can you tell us what exactly that is?
Okay, so what I want to become in the future is a doctor.
Okay, a doctor, that's a very good profession. So I really want to know, as a doctor, what do you think they will do in our present society to make it better? What are the duties, what are the functions of the doctor in our present society?
Okay, so a doctor helps sick people. They also a doctor helps sick people, and I really like helping people. So that's why the future I want to be a doctor.
Okay, so you want to help sick people in future for them to get better, and that's the reason why you want to be a doctor. All right, that's a very good one. So you've been able to tell us the reason why you're in school and what your future ambition is basically going to be and how it's going to be impactful in the society. So right now, I would want us to go a little bit out of that angle, which means we are trying to go into the classroom settings. So right now, my question is, for you to be in the classroom, do you have a particular subject that you're always excited about when it's about to have that particular class?
Yes, I do, and that subject is CRS.
CRS, okay, that means Christian Religious Studies, right? Okay,
Yes.
so what is that that very reason why you decide to choose CRS as your favorite subject?
Well, the reason is that I like to hear stories about the Bible, and also I like the Word of God.
Okay, the story of the Bible and likewise the Word of God. So if I may ask you, which story in the Bible can you just give us a brief explanation about? We have so many stories in the Bible.
I think the fall of man.
The fall of man. Okay. Can you just give us a little talk on that?
Okay, so the story is about God making his first human, Adam, and God told Adam not to touch the forbidden tree, and he made Eve, and he also told Eve not to touch the forbidden tree. And Eve went to the forbidden tree and saw a snake, which was Satan, and Satan Satan made her to eat the fruit and give it to Adam to eat the fruit. And after that, God now banished them from the Garden of Eden.
Okay, that's interesting. So it really shows that you really have so much interest in CRS. That's a good one. Okay, so right now, since you've been able to tell us that CRS is your favorite subject, now do you have any subject you don't really feel good about when it's about to have that class, or when you're about to have that lesson? Do you have any subject you're having a challenge with?
Yes, I do.
So what's that subject?
Math.
Math. Okay, math. And I think math is actually simple if you are being able to. That's what I feel actually. So maths, it's a subject that you find a little challenging. All right, but I feel you can always do better in that aspect. Okay, so I also want to ask and know from your own perspective. If you have an opportunity to change a particular rule in your school, what would that be? If you have an opportunity to change something in your school.
Okay, so what I'll pick is that we go to school in noon, so we have more time to sleep.
Oh, interesting. Tend to go to school by noon so that you have more time to sleep. Okay, all right. I think we'll see to that. So those of you in the comment section, just like what she said, that school should begin by noon so that children will have enough time to sleep. I want you to have something to say about that at the comment section. Okay, that's a very good one from you. Now, I want us to talk about something right now, and that has to do with field trips. Now, I very sure you've had several engagements about field trips. Can you tell us what field trip is basically all about?
Okay, so in my own description, a field trip is like an outing for people in school.
Outing for people in school.
Yes.
Okay, so that means having to do sightseeing, right? Okay, good. Now, I would want you to tell me some of the field trips you've been, and what are the lessons you were able to learn from the field trip. What's the fun part of it? Just maybe one or two field trips you've engaged yourself in.
Okay, so we on Sunday last year we went on a field trip to Omo Resort.
Omo Resort. So, can you just give us a brief explanation, description of what Omo Resort is all about?
Okay, so like it has a really fun place to swim and a slide that you're supposed to enter if you want to swim, and that slide is really scary, including the stairs. And also, they have an ice cream stand where you can buy ice cream, and also a really scary ride. Like it's shaped like a caterpillar, and I was screaming when I entered that ride.
All right. So, that's your experience from Omo Resort. And did you have anything educational that you saw in Omo Resort that you feel could help you remember some certain things in the nearest future? Anything educational, like maybe a zoo? Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, they had a zoo,
So, what about the zoo? What are the things you saw there? What are
a lion, a hyena, a cobra. Mm, Okay, I think that's all I can remember from.
okay? All right. So, that's a good one from you. So, quick one. What class are you presently?
Okay, I am in year 4, Joy.
Year four. So I want to ask you, the present life in year four and that of year three, which one do you prefer? Which one was easier between both?
Year 3.
So year three was far easier than year four. Okay, it's
Yes.
always like that because the more you progress in your studies, in your level, it becomes harder. But you said you love year three than this present year four, right? Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. All right. I would also want to ask you, it's about the social media. Do you have a favorite social media at the moment?
Yes.
And what exactly is that social media?
TikTok.
TikTok. Okay. Can you tell us the reason why you love TikTok?
Because of it has really fun and exciting short videos to watch.
Okay. So do you tend to, or do you sometimes check out some educational videos on TikToks?
Yes.
All right, good. Um, I think you've really spoken about yourself, life in school, and the experience on different field trips. All right, so I want to ask you this last question. Now, I want you to listen very well for this
Okay.
last question. I'll be giving you two scores. I'll be giving you in percentage. So I'll be giving you a 90% and a 75%. Now I want you to listen very well. A 90% and a 75%. Now these are two good grades. If you have a 90%, it's a good one. If you have a 75%, it's a good one. Now between these two grades, you have an opportunity to adjust one. If you want your 90% to go to 95 or you want your 75 to go to 80, you have the opportunity just to adjust one. Now, my question goes, between these two scores, which one are you going to give to mom and which one are you going to give to dad?
Okay. So I'm going to give the 90% adjustment to my mom and the 75% adjustment to my dad.
Okay, good. You said it right. 90% goes to your mom and 75% goes to your dad. That's a very good one. Okay, I would want you to tell us what is the reason why you chose 90% for your mom, because there should be a reason backing that up.
Okay, so my reason is that my mom, she's like stays with us here, and my dad, he's out of the country, so I frequently see my mom more than I see my dad.
So you mean your mom is always there for you? She's your companion. You play with her. You gist with her. She's there every time you need her. Okay, that's a very good one. That's a very good one. I think I've had several experiences on this, and it's been mom, mom, and mom. That's a good one. Okay, so basically, we've come to an end of our wonderful conversation with our super guest here. So right now, I would want to present to her a very token gift from First Class Exclusive Interaction with Young Minds. So we have this for you from First Class Exclusive for having you on our show.
Thank
So that's that, and just help us have that. It's been pleasure having you today on our show. So right now, before we leave, I would want you, or I would want to ask, do you have anything to say to your friends out there? Do you have any advice to give to them?
Okay, so what thing I want to say to you is don't be lazy.
Don't be lazy. Wow. Don't be lazy. Okay. That's a good one from our super guest, Adana. It's been a very good one having you on this podcast. And she has just said, don't be lazy. And that is a very good one for everyone out there. It's very important to be hardworking. So, right now, we have come to an end of this episode. We will always want to hear your comments at the comment section based on what she has said, or and we also wish to see you in our next episode. Okay, I remain your host, Albert Oluwafemi Azoba. So please try and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook page, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram, on X. We are there for you. And try as much as possible to share our posts. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.